Oh, Harry, you and your puberty. Hi, my name's Ryan Graham. Now, people always ask me, hey, Ryan, what's up with that hat? You look like a fucking paperboy from the 1940s. To which I reply, why are you in my home? But anyways, it seems like every day people ask for my advice, so I decided to give some unsolicited advice to people that didn't even ask, because I'm a giving person. Our daughter, a young Thai adult, is socially immature. Her mother and I are American citizens, and we recently brought her to the US on a tourist visa to expose her to Western culture. While she was there, a suitor, who is nearly 40, divorced, with 2 small kids, manipulated her. After she returned to Thailand, she continued communicating with him on Facebook. The guy flew to Thailand, secretly married her, and left the country. He is now in the process of acquiring a spousal immigration visa, and we are desperately afraid of losing our daughter. We're not convinced that she's in love with him. We think she's just trying to escape her tiger mom, who insists on Thai culture, respect, and adherence to family values. We are considering appealing to the government and requesting denial of the visa request. Your take? Maybe you shouldn't have brought her to America if you thought she was gonna do that, you dum-dum. I don't know if she was manipulated. Depends on how old she is. If she's like 20, yeah, I don't think she was manipulated. I think she's just acting out because you're probably really bad parents. That's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Sometimes you bring your daughter to America and they get secretly married to 40-year-old men that have 2 children. It happens. Next, dear Ryan, 12 years ago our 16-year-old daughter, Heather, began dating Johnny, a nice boy from a troubled home. Tommy Wiseau? During the 3 years they went together, Johnny became almost like a foster son to us. We provided emotional support he didn't get at home, and he even lived with us a year before going to college. Even though Heather's relationship with him ended 9 years ago, we have stayed close to Johnny. He has spent every Christmas at our home. Heather married last summer and wants to bring her new husband home for Christmas this year. Since we live on opposite coasts, visits are infrequent. Our daughter has no objection to her former boyfriend's presence, but her husband refuses to come if Johnny is here, which he has been every Christmas for the past 12 years. Heather defends her husband and has requested we disinvite Johnny. On the one hand, I don't want to distance my daughter and her husband, whom we are still getting to know. On the other hand, I feel a responsibility for Johnny, with whom we've grown so close. Over the years, he has come to count on our love and support and considers us his family. What in the world should I do? Invite Johnny and don't invite your daughter. She's obviously a stupid butthole. Johnny was here long before you were, and he'll probably still be there after you guys get divorced because you're a jealous little ninny. I mean, it was fucking 9 years ago, dude. If she had wanted to get back together with Johnny, she would have gotten back together with Johnny. It's not like they're gonna come back and they're gonna get on the hobby horse, and if they did, well then you know what? Maybe Heather isn't for you. Maybe Heather just doesn't know what she wants. If you can't trust your spouse, then why are you with them? Fucking Heather. Don't invite her. Or if you do, she gets no pie. She gets no piece of pie. After 19 years of marriage, my mother divorced my father to be with my stepfather. They have been together for 40 years now. Holy shit, your parents are old. The problem is, Mom can't go more than 3 days without talking about my father or his family. It's like my step-siblings grew up with a ghost stepdad because of constant stories. I have tried dropping subtle hints to my mother, such as, that was 48 years ago, why are you still holding on to that? Nothing stops her. She even talks about him to people she's just met. How can I get her to let go of the man she left and understand that this must be an ongoing jab to her current husband's self-esteem? Your mom just doesn't know what she wants. She's probably like 70 years old and she's lived a life of regret. So you know what? Just let her live her life of regret because she's not gonna live much longer. She might as well. Your stepdad's been with her for 40 years. I'm sure he's used to it by now. I mean, that's terrible to say, but there's not much you can do about it. Basically, the only thing I can see you doing is flat out telling her, hey, stop fucking talking about dad because it's not cool. Or stop talking about him every single day. You left him. If you didn't want to leave him, then why did you leave him? Make up your mind. It's been 40 years. The fuck? Fixed. I'm 17 and the youngest in the family. My dad is cheating on my mom. My mom knows, and has even told him she knows he's having an affair. He didn't apologize. His response was that he would still meet the other lady. For the past few months, Mom has been gathering evidence so she can divorce him. None of my other siblings know. I feel they should, but Mom doesn't want them to. I'm angry at my dad for making Mom suffer so much for so long. Besides his hard work ethic, he has never been the father I wanted to have. He hides money and is quick to anger. everything negative he does sticks to him. What should I do to help my mom? And should I tell my siblings? Yeah, I think maybe you should tell your siblings. That way you can all hate him and then ostracize him from the family, because he obviously doesn't want to be part of your family if he is cheating on your mom and she knows, and he continues to keep cheating, so obviously he's not a good person. So, I mean, as much as it sucks, sometimes blood relatives are not as close as people that aren't blood. So, just because he's your dad doesn't mean you owe him anything. He basically just gave the sperm for you to be alive, so that seems to be the only thing he did right. Because he seems like a shit person. So yes, I would tell your siblings so that you can all gang up on him and then ostracize him out of the family. Yay! So that was me giving my amazing unsolicited advice. If it sounded horrible, fuck you. Grow a thicker skin. And until next time, I'm Ryan Graham, and I give unsolicited advice.